Hey guys, it's James with the Rambling Dasher, and welcome to another episode of Dashing in the Dark. So, we've been going, I think, about 4 hours, and then we had a delivery that was way out over in Little Rock, and I'm just set the pause button, drove back into Bryant, and immediately got an order for I don't know, it wasn't what I wanted, but it was an order that I accepted. It seemed like it had I don't know what it was, $6, $8, $9, something like that, and it seemed like it was maybe a little bit more in the mileage range. We'll see what happens when we get there, because we're a little ways from this Little Caesars. And it's not that Little Caesars. I hate this app. So it's taken me over to a location that is not the closest Little Caesars. So that's frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. So I'm making a U-turn right here in the middle of the street and getting back on the freeway to go back to that Little Caesars, which is 6 miles away. That is ridiculous. Oh well. So welcome to my world of DoorDashing and some of the ridiculous things that happen. Obviously, sometimes you just get orders that you don't want from a long distance away and places that you're nowhere close to, and you accept them, and you can either do one of two things. You can do it, or you can end it, right? And when you end it, it just has some bad connotations, because you only get about 5 of those before you get knocked down in status. And I personally do not want to be knocked down in status, because I've worked really hard the last 3 weeks to get my status back. And I feel like it's probably would have been better had I known. I just didn't know what I was getting myself into there. But I would have probably declined it had I known it was that Little Caesars. It's way back the other way. So, but we're gonna go do it. I don't know where the delivery is. I hope it's not too far away from the actual store, seeing how I'm six miles away from that particular store. I mean, I drove all the way back down this way just to get another delivery that's 6 miles back the other way. This is what's hard to comprehend, is like, there's no other Dashers closer, maybe? Or maybe the ones that were closer already declined it. I don't know. So we're going to go pick this up, and then we will be, sorry. I'm going to jump over here and just kind of give you an idea of where we're at. So dashing in the dark, sorry, we are, and this is not going to tell my earnings. So we did a dash on Monday, paid us $89.50. I think we're right at $50.50 today after 4.5 hours, and only have an hour and a half, 2 hours left. It'll be next to impossible to hit $50 in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. You don't appear to be heading in the right direction. Well, where the heck am I going? Trying to say, but I'm going in the right direction. Sorry. Oops. Okay. So, yeah, I'm at $50.50. I think I've had about maybe 7-ish deliveries today. And, I don't know, maybe 8. I don't know how many deliveries. But they seem to be pretty much around $4 and $6. You know, I had one double stack one. Oh, that last one was like $8.75, but it took me 25 minutes to deliver, maybe 30 minutes to go and then come back. So yeah, long time to do that. I don't know. It is what it is, but yeah, I don't know. It's just frustrating to get this order this far away from where I was. And then me not paying attention, or it's hard to judge that little map to know that it wasn't just the Little Caesars right there, you know? So, oh well. Enough complaining. It is what it is. We're gonna do the order, and it will make a little money in the meantime. So that's what we're here to do. It's just making a little bit money, a little bit of money. It's taking us a little bit longer, but we'll get it done. We'll get it knocked out. I have one of those places that I wish they would make these things where you come off the freeway and you automatically get your own lane, but that's not the case. So I was gonna go look in this. Where am I going? Oh yeah. Little Caesars. How do I get there? I'm gonna have to get in this thing. I don't normally come from this direction, so time filler. So I was on this Facebook group called DoorDash Drivers Tips and Tricks, No Scammers, in parentheses. I think that's the funniest part about it. But here's what this lady wrote, and I don't have a clue where she's from, but most of you live in a big city. I live in a small university town. We are lucky to get $1 a mile. If I get a $7 order, I'm excited. Even cherry picking doesn't help. How are you? Sorry, I don't have any reading glasses on here. How are you all doing it? I'm open to suggestions. So I wrote, I'm right there with you. Keep your chin up and plugging away. I do find I get better orders when platinum. So she wrote, I lost my platinum trying to claw my way back up. And then I wrote on that I lost mine too. 0 to 100 deliveries and 11 dashes. And then somebody wrote on there. And so a lot of times in these things you get scam replies all the time. So there's that. Yay for scammers. Even in the group that says no scammers, right? So what did this woman write? I'm fairly new and I wasn't too far away from platinum, but they recently reset our points. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I have no idea what that means, what this woman is saying. They reset our points. So, how often do we have to start over? Well, I don't know what you mean by reset our points, but anyway. So, I'm going to run inside, grab this food. We'll be right back, and we'll figure out. I have no idea what this lady's talking about. We may look at it some more. So, I'll be right back. Well, this is a first. I'm having to go through the drive-thru at Little Caesars, and there's a freaking line of cars. And somehow I guess you have to drive around the building and come in the other way, because all the cars, there's no place to really turn around down here. Alright. I don't know how, this just makes this worse. This night even worse. Do not send me to any Little Caesars ever again. Please. Alright. Oh, this is not. You can't get my light to work. There it goes. Dashing in the dark. It's very frustrating. So, it is what it is. We shall sit here. We shall wait. I feel like giving this order back. I mean, I already drove 6 freaking miles to get down here. We'll get out of the car, walk across the parking lot, and then the doors are locked. All to find out that, and probably this person's pizza are sitting in that box in there, and I could have just went and put some numbers in and got it out, but no, they got the freaking doors locked. And Little Caesars don't get in a hurry for nobody. So I'm the 4th car, or one. I don't know if I'm the 4th car or the 5th car, but then there's 2 more people behind me since I got back here.
Of course, now it's AOC leading the charge. She's not taking the ceasefire news well.
He also said that it was a war, and I think that the President of the United States admitting that he unilaterally brought the United States.
Alright guys, we have picked this order up. I am going to pull over somewhere and put this stuff in the back because I don't want it rolling around up in here. So just bear with me. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know. We sat there for like 20-30 minutes. You probably saw some of it. Probably not that long because I did have it recording for some of the time. So anyway, I'll be right back. All right, 5 minutes away, 5 miles, 12 minutes, and I have no earthly idea. This directions don't look like someplace I've been before, but we'll see. We're on our way. This might be my only delivery in Dashing in the Dark tonight because I feel a little beaten up after my last dash on Monday night, and then tonight is just discouraging to say the least. I don't know if these people don't give me a tip bigger than what they already have, which, you know, the order was only $8 and something, and I'm sat there for 20 minutes after taking 10 plus minutes to get there, so about 40. Oh yeah, so I checked in and sent them the very first message 20 minutes ago, so, and it was about 10 minutes to get here, so that's 30 minutes, and now I got another 10-minute delivery drive to deliver to them, and then it's going to be 10 minutes plus to get back to my part of town, so it's going to be 9:30 before I get back to town, and then I might get 1-2 more orders max. Yeah, it just might be easier to call it a night. So one thing I know is that tomorrow I am going to basically pull another quote-unquote double. So a regular dash and then a Dashing in the Dark on a Thursday night because I missed Tuesday. So fingers crossed Thursday night we can get $100 because we're not getting it tonight and we didn't get it on Monday. So this week I'm running way behind. I also have scheduled myself for Saturday for like 11 to 3:30. So fingers crossed I can get some orders in there and try to get back up to 300 for this week. Try to. Ideally, we would get at least 350 working on a Saturday, but this week is it's just falling a little short here and there. So we're gonna trudge through. We're gonna get to it. I'll go and try to get a couple more orders tonight. Hopefully to take some of the bite off of tonight's orders, so maybe that'll only put me, because I was within maybe $5 on Monday of 100. Tonight it's going to be, unless I get some decent orders after I deliver this thing, which I'm not going to hold my breath. Hold on, I gotta turn here. Going down by the soccer fields. Oh, that's a little wide turn there, buddy, and somebody's coming up over that hill. Parking lot lights are still on, but all the field's lights are off. Somebody's still there. It is dark down this road, though. Alright, so yeah, I don't know. That was I don't know what I really don't know, and I don't know if I'll ever hear from that person talking about their getting their points reset. There's no telling what that comment meant. So I just don't know. So maybe I'm thinking of something I can do is just go through some Facebook groups like that and see what other kind of people are posting or asking questions about, and kind of cover things that way. It just gives me an opportunity to one, if I share something in those posts, but also for me to talk about it on this channel. The reality is that people have these questions and they don't know, they have platforms to test it out because the receiver was just turned off. So, testing. Okay, we can hear. So I'm not sure how that happened, but I don't know if it's like the battery pack was turned off. It still has 2 bars, but I don't know how that works. But I hit the button and it automatically connected again. So anyway, we may have had a second or two there of silence. I think I've been to this place before, a time or two. It's one of those places that says, please knock, which is not normal, right? So we'll see. I think this road that I'm supposed to go up is a driveway, not a road. And I absolutely hate that with this app. Does not let me know that, hey, this is a driveway, not a road. And there it is. And I got cars behind me. Okay, I hope that says what I'm looking for. Fingers crossed. I don't know if I've been to this one or not. Maybe. It seems like I have. I wish they would leave a light on out here. I do know that much. I do know that much. Because I don't even see a freaking door. It's so dark. I hope. Alright. I'm going to go drop this, whatever I have, Mexican food off. And I will be right back. Alright. We have, hold on. I don't think I told him I was delivering it. Did I? Nope. I can't see squat behind me. Okay, so we are up to $73. Let's see what we get in when we look in here. Earnings $73. I can't click on anything in there. Pause orders, dash preferences, read instructions on arrival. Huh. Safe driving features. Yeah, it'd be nice if they, I know it gives you some stats when you complete an order, but if you click off of it, you can't see them again. Or if you get another order, then they're gone. I'd like to be able to mid-dash see my stats of the dash. But we are up to $73. Maybe we can hit 80 before the night's out. We are going to give it our best shot. I am at 9:32 and I have 6,000 steps. So that means I got about a 40-minute walk. So if I can get home at 10:30, I still have 90 minutes to get 40-minute walk in. So I should have plenty of time. I just hate to be out later than 10, but I'll probably take an order up until 10 o'clock and deliver it and go home. I would like to be further towards Bryant, but oh, look at there, I just got another freaking order. That goes deeper into Alexander. Where is this Pizza Hut? Not sure. Oh, okay. Well, this goes into Bryant. And it's not a very good order, but we're gonna take it. I don't even know what it was. But we're keeping a streak alive tonight. I don't think we've turned anything down tonight, so we're just gonna go with the non-decline. I haven't had any orders below $4, I can tell you that. Last night we hit that 7 in a row. Now granted, some of them were more than $4, but they were like double miles. So like $4 for 8 miles, or $4 for 10 miles, $2 for 6 miles, and I'm like, what is this place coming to? And it spit out 7 in a row, and I declined them all. I was like, ding. Finally I just said, enough is enough, turn off the dash. So I just ended dash while I was declining orders. I was like, I couldn't hit that end dash fast enough. I was afraid it was gonna shoot me out more orders there. Dash is on. I think that we could make another song. I used to have a song that I was thinking of, but this is another twist. I forgot what that other song was. Looking for orders in all the wrong places. This is I think it was a Glenn Fry song, and Glenn Fry was, he's passed away now, but he used to be a member of the Eagles, and I think it was a solo project called The Heat Is On. But if you play words here, the dash is on. I need to find that song. I know I can't play it on the YouTube channel, but I can't remember if that was it Glenn Fry or was it Don Henley? I think that was Glenn Fry. Anyway, yeah, we just came up with another play on words. So yeah, I was gonna tag, I don't know what happened in that, where that video was, but I haven't got to the point where it's a short, and we were gonna send it off to Weird Al Yankovic to do a DoorDash, looking for orders in all the wrong places, and Weird Al Yankovic's video, he's just going around as a DoorDasher looking for orders, and he can't find any. I just think that's freaking hilarious. So, anyway. Alright. I'm here at Pizza Hut. We'll be right back. Alright, everything's loaded up. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where is this thing going? Oh, it's just going across the freeway there. And then don't know where after that, but back in there. Alright. So this dude orders 2 orders of bone out wings, which is the same as boneless wings, which is the same as what I would refer to as chicken nuggets. So I'm guessing that's just a grown-up way of not saying chicken nuggets, is bone-out wings. Hey, and so I asked the dude in there. He was like, "Well, they are buy one get one free today." And I was like, "Oh, well there you go." I might be so inclined to get some bone-out chicken nuggets. One of the last people, unless I sent the wrong, yeah, so the last people I sent said their food was delivered, just said thank you. I don't know if they just got their food 30 minutes later. It was hot when I delivered it, I promise. So this says 4 miles. Wow, 8 minutes. Seemingly farther than I anticipated. Alright. Come on. I don't know why this, every time to take over the freeway it says, hey, get off at this exit right here and go up to that stoplight and sit there for 5 minutes and wait for it to turn left. When you can just go straight and go around this circle that takes you there with no waiting, because it comes out on the overpass with its own lane, so you don't even have to wait for oncoming traffic. You just go. Now, as soon as I say that, these cars in front of me will stop and try to yield, even though they have a lane. And that's when I just blow my little tiny Honda Fit horn at them, and they are like, oh, I guess I can stay in my own lane. Alright, so 3 miles, 6 minutes. I guess we're going down a ways. Ugh. Oh my goodness. What is this dude saying? Holy crap. You want me to read this long paragraph you wrote? So coming off of Reynolds, you'll turn down Wilkerson and the road turns to something road before you get to something, and that seems to be problematic for most. Okay, I don't know exactly, but I have a fairly decent idea. Is that, yeah, I think he lives, so yeah, it's weird because there's a little gravel road that goes down behind these people's houses to their back it goes down the fence line of the back of their house. And so it thinks that we should go there and drop this food off. But he actually lives on the next road that goes to his front house. So I will take a screenshot and send it to him. Oops, that's not So, yeah, I just sent him a screenshot of where the GPS was taking him and said, yeah, I've been back there a time or two. So hopefully he gets a chuckle out of that. But I will not do that this time. Yeah, so every single time I've been over here, it's like trying to take me down this road, and I'm like, there's no houses out here. There is it like turns in the middle of this big field, and then the road curves over to along the fence line, and the fence line is the back of everyone's house on the next road over. So it's very funny in that regard, but not funny that you're like freaking out, and then you get all the way down there and you're like, where are these houses? How do you get there? Yeah, I've fallen for it at least twice. And it's telling me to make a U-turn, which is the interesting thing. Is I'm on the road, right? And it's telling me to make a U-turn. What I don't like is I can't see the addresses. Maybe I better turn the directions back on so I can see at least where the house is. I don't know which one it is. Is it this one or that one? You gotta make a choice. we're still recording, it looks like. I don't guess I turned it off. Alright, so please don't let me hit anybody behind me. Alright, we're up to $77.50, and that one was $4.50 with 0 tip. Thank you people so much. Y'all could always leave a tip afterwards, or maybe give me cash when you come outside and pick it up. And I compliment you on your Steelers jersey. Continue dashing. 12 out of 12 deliveries tonight, so for $77.50. That is man. Not the best stats. Not the best stats. But I am going to accept one more offer. That's going to be at least $4 to get me over the $80 mark. And then we are going to go home. I am going to walk the dog. I might even watch a TV show. We started watching... What did we start watching the other night? And it's really good. And I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's something, I think. Window. So, I have never seen it before. My girlfriend has. So, but she wanted me to see it. She was like, "You're really gonna like this." And I was like, "Yeah, it looks good. Let's watch it." So it's hard to sit down and take time to watch TV a lot of times. So I'm trying to, catch up on some things. We watched 4 seasons of Stranger Things, I think in June. What else? We watched some other stuff. I can't remember. But I love watching Stranger Things with my kids and stuff. So we're geared up or ramped up for November, December when the season 5 and series finale comes out, final season. So it's hard. I know, like, just watching regular TV shows, it's hard. It's kind of weird. Is like you get trapped, or not? I don't know. Trapped isn't the right word. You grow attached to these characters. And it could have been, if you watched it back in the day, like I used to have to watch TV, is you watched it every week. And I definitely like watching it better streaming, or at least where you can control when to watch it. And if you miss something, then you just pick it. I mean, not if you miss something. Like back in the day, if you missed an episode, you missed an episode, right? Holy crap, are you kidding me? $5.75 for 8.4 miles, and it's way on out there. But I'm gonna accept it. Let's do this. I hope it's this Taco Bell is right here. It is. And it's gonna take me until 10:30 to get back home from this place. Oh well. This is the first Taco Bell order I've had in a long while. $5.75. It gets me over $80. And there ain't no way I'm gonna get a tip out here either. I can't imagine it though. But I got one $4 tip tonight. They lived in a fairly nice neighborhood. And it was a 0 tip. And he was like, I like giving the tip in person. I was like, more power to you. Bring it on. What did I get? I got that, and one person gave me $2 extra on the app tonight. So this is what I'm not. I like last year, maybe even earlier this year, when you got done with the day and you looked at the stats, you would see the dash pay and you would see the tip pay, and the tip pay was always more than the dash pay. And I'm just like, I wonder what time they close the doors here. What are you people doing? There's like 8 cars lined up behind this one dude trying to turn into Taco Bell, and all the rest of them are going. It looks like the inside is still open, so I guess I'll run inside, and then I may have to get in my car to go through the drive-thru. I don't know. It's trash night. I gotta take the trash out. Maybe it's already taken out by now. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up this food. We'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, get this. They added another order on top of mine. Hold on, I'm pulling up to the window. Hold on. So, I go inside to get the order, and then they threw another order in on top of it. So I'm going inside to pick up 2 orders now, right? Then the dude comes out and says, no, you can't be in here because the lobby's closed. We just didn't lock the door. So, okay, fine. I will go around. So I get around there and say, hey, I got this order and I got another order. And they're like, well, we got the first order, but we don't have an order for the second person. I was like, all right. So sure enough, jumped back in there, and yeah, the second order is for Wendy's across the street. So, needless to say, I'm sitting over here. It's going to be, who knows, I'll be lucky if I get home at 11 now. And the crazy thing is one order is like $5.75. The other one's $3. I'll be lucky if either one of them have a tip on them. So I make $8.75, 0 tip. And yeah, I get over $80, like $82, $84 tonight. And I did make $4 extra in cash, so there's that. So yeah, so here we are. We are sitting in a drive-thru at Wendy's. Alright, so I'm going to jump over on Facebook. I don't know, I got a bunch of crap going on over here. People mentioning me in photos and stuff like that. People liking pictures I posted. The soccer club. Registration for the fall. I'm not going to coach anymore. So, yeah, I kind of missed the coaching part, but I also know that I couldn't make any money doing it, so I had to kind of give it up. Plus, the main reason I wanted to coach is to coach with my kid, and he's since quit soccer, so, yeah. So, So here's one where someone posted on this DoorDash drivers and DoorDash drivers tips and tricks, no scammers. And they wrote, "I love or I heart cash only delivery." And so I'll just read some of these. Some woman wrote, "It's a scam." And then rigged fake news scams. There's too many robberies with COD. I'm like, what? Not true. Nobody is following you wanting to see if you get a COD, dude. I don't even know what that means. You know that's not what she meant. Most dashers have no interest in COD orders for very good reasons. I don't know, they must have deleted a message or something, because I just don't, not true. Nobody is following you waiting to see if you get COD order. I don't even know what that means. Like, he thinks that people are following this person, or they're wanting followers to see if they get COD orders. Anyway, and this one was like, whatever, bro. I don't have to explain anything to you. If you can't say anything nice, keep scrolling, bro. That's how I like this, bro. Bro. I don't know if I can squeeze this car. Hey, I got a DoorDash pickup.
Name?
Anaya.
No, you can come on around.
Thank you. I'm gonna sit here until these cars move. I don't think she liked that joke. Let's see. They said give me your 15 ones. What? Oh. Here's, I guess I skipped a line. Facts, cause I don't know people that have done some cash on delivery orders, and it be the person that ordered the food that try to rob you. Thank you. I don't know about that. I've never had anybody try to rob me, but can you explain me how it can happen? What can happen? I don't do CID orders. I don't have to worry about all that. Alright, this is what I love about this. Sometimes it's like you're trying to understand. Either English isn't their first language, or any language that they understand. Cash on delivery, is that where when you ring the doorbell they turn off the television, don't answer the door? How? Screenshots and tutorials, please. I just don't understand how or why do you think it's hard to read. I just don't understand how or why do you think we'll be robbed? You only have to have like $20 in small bills just in case we have to give change. Usually the client will give you a tip on top of it. Okay? And that's the reason I do them. Somebody else writes, this is a good way to get robbed. Why you say that? I love it. A dasher was robbed and killed in my city in 2023 delivering pizza in the 6 p.m. hour. The customer can see they accept cash tips, which means they have cash on them. I did my first cash on delivery yesterday I'm at 2,100 deliveries. It was a great tip. I got like $22 tip out of 2 pizzas that I took 3 miles plus the $5 dash fee. DoorDash could pay me 100 times more and I still wouldn't do cash on delivery. Missing out on the best tips. So I will say I usually used to. Lately though, I don't know, because I've gotten 2 with 0 tip and 1 with $1 tip, and that's somewhat frustrating when you're out there delivering $50 worth of food or more. I do too, because sometimes the food is $67 and they just give me a $100 bill. I don't use that option because I don't always have cash on me. And then says no one. How does cash on delivery work? Is it that you accept cash tips, or they pay you cash for the order when you drop it off? Does that mean you have to go back to the store, pay for it after? I'm new to this and confused. Let's see if this person explains. I just got my first one last night. Was supposed to get $52 in cash. He gave me $40, so I had to go back. Ended up with $60, and you get to keep it all, and they deduct it from your future earnings, kind of like a loan in a way. This is my experience. You have to activate cash on delivery. Alright, hold on, I'm about to get this order. I'll be right back. Finally, 26 minutes later, we have our orders and on our way to drop them off in what will be after 11 getting home. It's very frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. We got our light, our DoorDash light, because we are dashing in the dark. Alright, good times. So, I was reading a little bit there, just trying to, maybe get some decent filler material for this Dashing in the Dark episode. I think I'm going to start doing that kind of stuff when I have little sitting, not driving, or at least maybe have some talking points from different Facebook posts like that, because I just think it's for interesting reads and for me to be able to give some kind of feedback. The reality for me is I do cash on delivery. There's a setting somewhere in there, probably in your Dash preferences, that you can say cash on delivery or accept cash orders or whatever. I don't know what it says right off the top of my head, but you can go in there and find it. It allows you to take orders from certain restaurants that allow it as well, I guess. I don't know how that part works, but anyway, I usually only get them at Taco Bell and maybe Papa John's. So yeah, Taco Bell and Papa John's, maybe that's it. Oh, come on. I don't want to stop this fast with all these drinks floating around in here. I have 4 huge drinks in this car. I don't know. I think I just got to turn on 3rd Street, which I think, maybe, yes, it's across the bridge. So I don't know where I was going with that, but oh yeah, cash on delivery ones. I take them. And I never did get down to my comment. So I left a comment that said, it's just like playing the lottery, So taking a cash on delivery I could pretty much chalk it up to getting a decent order. Hang on. getting a decent tip. Now, as of late anyway, because in the 3 weeks that I was doing Dash with no status, I got a handful of those things, and 3 of them I got, or 2 of them for sure, was 0 tip. I mean, you walk up there and the lady hands me like, it says $16.22, and I think, oh, well, I'm at least gonna get $3.78. No, she hands me $16.22, and I'm like, well, that's some BS, And then another one I got 0 tip on, and then I got another one that gave me an extra $1. And I'm just like, what is going on with these people? I mean, I just think that, I don't know what the deal is, but back in the day, pizza delivery drivers always got extra tips, right? So and I can tell you, a year ago, I would look for pizza deliveries because usually they did, but now, no. You don't get a lot of extra tips. You got to find a really nice person to give you extra tips. All right, I'm about at this house. I'm gonna see if I can figure out which one it is and run it in, and I will be right back. So that was a $3 order with a $1 tip. So, they left me a tip. Thank you guys. I'm up to $80.50. The last delivery. Boom. Let me send them a little thing that is like, hey. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. 11 minutes, 6 miles. And I gotta figure out how to make a U-turn. I guess we're just gonna do it right here in this little driveway here. Alright, so I gotta find the microphone. Sorry people. Nothing to look at. We're just making a U-turn with our hazard lights on. And we got lights on in our car and hazard lights on and who knows what all's going on. I hope that y'all can hear me. So yeah, fun times. Whew. It's 10:35. This is gonna take 10 minutes there and probably about 15 minutes back to my house. And I see another car's lights. I can't tell if they're stopped at a stoplight or they're just on my side of the street pointing at me. So yeah, so that's gonna put me back, 10 minutes from here, 15 minutes back, 25, that's a little bit after 11. So much for being home at 10:30. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna accept one more order and I'll be home by 10:30. No. So that's the downside to accepting orders at nighttime, past when it's getting time to have those restaurants close, is that they're backed up with cars, and you ain't gonna get your order anytime soon. And then if you're waiting like back to back, 2 orders stacked up like that, it's crap. It's especially, it wouldn't be bad if they were both at Taco Bell, but no, the other one was at Wendy's, and I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. It is what it is. So we'll just be home a little late. I have to get. I'm at almost up to 6,400 steps now. So I'm somehow getting massive amounts of steps by just walking to someone's front door. That's not very far. I don't understand it, but I'll take it. So, yeah, I'm about a 35-minute walk right now. So, if I get home at 11, I still have plenty of time to get my 35-minute walk. But I still have to get the 35-minute walk. But it also means that I probably won't get to watch my show, The Diplomat. So, yeah, back to that discussion about cash on delivery. So, just reiterate how it works is basically DoorDash says they will keep the cash that you get paid from your payment that comes out whenever it comes out. Like mine gets deposited every Tuesday, right? If I make any money during the week, then it gets deposited on Tuesday. One week I had so many cash deliveries on like a Monday that my payout was like $70 something, but I got $70 in DoorDash in cash deliveries. So it was net gain of 0, right? So I got paid $70 in cash, but that lowered the money that they were going to pay me the next week. So I had $70 in DoorDash earnings, but I got paid $70 in cash, so it kind of wiped each other out. Now, as the week went on, I got more and more orders that were regular orders and not cash on delivery orders, so therefore I got paid like a couple $100 instead of $300 or something like that, because I made $100 in cash orders for the week. So the other part about it is, let's say like in the example, that dude is like, okay, that you're supposed to collect like $49.66, right? And they hand you 320s and say keep the change. Okay, so you made $10.44 as a tip, in addition to whatever DoorDash might pay you. So if it's close, they're going to pay you $2. If it's further away, like I had one that was like $6 and something, and so they paid me $6. And I also got $10 in a tip from the extra money over what the cash is. So when they take it, so DoorDash doesn't know anything about this tip money. They only know about the $49.66. So that $49.66 is the amount that they will not pay you in your next payout. So they keep that portion because you got the $49.66 plus in cash. So that's how it works. And they recommend that you keep some change. Well, I keep 5s in my pocket, right? I keep just $5 bills, right? And so if anybody needs change, it's going to have to be in the form of $5 bills. because I don't give out once. I'm just saying. So it is what it is. So if someone said, yeah, do you have $3? I'm like, no. So I can give you change a $5 bill, or I can give you 2 $5 bills, but I don't have, 1, 2, 3, or 4. One time, to me it's funny, but I was somewhat frustrated because I was somewhat elated, and then it got flipped on me, and I didn't feel bad, but I was like, but what happened was, I don't know what the order, I'm going to say it was like $40, like let's say $49, right? And I go deliver the order, and it's a dude that doesn't speak any English. He hands me $100 bill, and I'm said in English, oh, okay, do you need some change? And he didn't understand, and he just said no. Well, I'm sitting here messing around with my phone. Oh, this is taking me somewhere I was not expecting. I was sitting here playing with my phone in their driveway, and he goes and takes the pizzas in, and then like 3 or 4 dudes come out, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. And I was like, oh, they probably want some change. So none of them spoke English. So I was like, how much change do you want? And whatever. And I don't know how much they ended up giving me, but it wasn't near the $50 tip that I thought I was going to get. So I maybe kept $10 or something like that. So it was still more than enough. But I was just, that story about counting your eggs before they hatch or whatever. Yeah, I had done that. Turn right into a driveway. I hate these things. 20. Please don't have a car behind me, because I don't know where I'm going. That's not it. At least there's mailboxes out here. Did I miss it? Dang it. I don't know how. I don't think I'm supposed to go around this corner. All I know is the house is off the road a ways. And I must have, nope, there it is. There it is. Please tell me this is a road. And I don't know. There's more than one house back in here. Hopefully it's the one with the cars. The other one looks vacant. Oh, hand it to the customer. Alright. Now, please come out here. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute or So, just as I expected, the last 2 orders was $1 and a tip, and all the rest was DoorDash pay. So this one was $5.75 with 0 tip, and I got a thank you. So we're gonna end that at $86.25 on 14 offers accepted out of 14. So it seems like I had more deliveries than that. Let me see. So I'm outside the area, so now how do I end the dash? I don't know. Oh, end now. There you go. Alright, end your current dash. Alright, so total online time 6 hours and 47 minutes. Offers 14 out of 14. Earnings this week 175.75, and I got a total of 86.25 tonight. What's weird is it just doesn't tell you, like, it doesn't tell you all the details. So I'm gonna hit done. It says dash along the way. I'm like, I don't think so. There ain't no place to dash out here. So earnings, and let's go down to this week and Wednesday. So check this out. $3, $5.75, $4.50, $7, $6.75, $8.75, $8.75, $7, $4, $6.50, $9 for 2 orders. That was $3. It says $9. Oh, did I get 1 order that was $9 from Wendy's? It says I did. So $9 was my biggest order tonight. I got 2 of them that were like $8.75, one that was $9, then $4 order, $4.75, was $6.50. So 14 orders, 0 that were over $10, and I end up with $86.25 plus a $4 cash tip, which put me at $90, $90 and some change for tonight. I had 90. I forgot what it said already, but roughly $94, $95 last night. I can't see squat what I'm doing here, so hopefully I'm still in the driveway and the road. But yeah, so a lot of freaking orders for not a lot of pay. I do get it why people say this is where I sometimes lose a gasket when people say that they won't accept those orders, right? I accepted all the orders tonight. Some were low paying, some were mid, but you know, I got 2 8.75s and 1 9. The rest were, you know, obviously below that, right? So that being said, at the end of the day, I could promise you that all this driving that I did on less than, way less than $20 for gas, right? So the way I look at that kind of stuff is, yeah, you're going to spend money on gas. No doubt about it. You will not spend more money on gas than what you make unless you cherry pick your orders so much so that you don't make any money, right? If you go a whole 6.5 hours and you make $20 because you only had one good order to pick out of there, well, you made $20, yes. And you didn't spend any money on gas, yes. Well, do you have a car payment? You did not make enough money to pay your car payment. You did not make enough money to pay your car insurance, right? So if you're cherry picking till you get quality orders, you missed out on an $85 night. Yes, you had to work for $85, harder than what you did for $20. For one good $20 order, yes. And that's what people today are like, I'm not going to accept all those other orders because basically it's too hard. You don't really make the money, this, that, and another. Well, here's the deal for me. Especially knowing that there are fixed debts associated with car ownership that are not tied directly to your use of that vehicle, right? If you buy a vehicle and it is I don't know how else to say it. If you buy a vehicle, then you finance it, then you're paying for that vehicle regardless of whether you make money or not, right? So if you're cherry picking your order so much so that you make $20 or $40 and you need to pay your bills and your car payment, then you're not doing yourself any favors by saying, hey, my AR is at 20 because I only got $20 a day in deliveries because it was one good order out of all the orders I declined. Whereas I did 14 and made 86. Yes, I'm gonna have some wear and tear on my car. Yes, I'm gonna have some gasoline expenses. But I made $86, of which I'll deal with the repercussions of paying for the maintenance. I will pay for the gasoline. But if I don't have the $86, I can't pay for the insurance. I can't pay for the car loan. Right? So get it out of your head that you're losing money. I mean, here's another reality for me. Last year, DoorDashing, I made $14,000 DoorDashing in 2024. I did not have $14,000 in gas mileage or in gasoline. I did not have $14,000 in car insurance for the car that I use. I did not have $14,000 in maintenance for the vehicle that I use. Okay? So even if you made car payments on that money that you made car payments, and you owe less money on that car the next year, right? The reality is that people that say that they're not taking those orders, my personal belief, they don't want to do it anyway, and this is their excuse for not doing it. Oh, it costs money. You lose money. Well, here's my suggestion to you. Stop DoorDashing. Quit taking up my dashes by you being out there. Right? If you're going to do that kind of stuff, just stop DoorDashing because you're not making money. Go get you a job, because DoorDashing is not a job for you. It's, hey, I'm going to play PlayStation, and if I happen to get an order that's $20, I'll go do that. But other than that, I'm just going to sit here and let my parents pay the bills. That seemed a little harsh. But I do feel that way about that kind of stuff because I had the same story about my own daughter who was like, hey, I want to work at a coffee shop. And I was like, okay, cool. What's the different ones around here? Well, there's this little mom and pop one over here. They pay $14 an hour. And they have a hiring sign in the window. And then there's Starbucks, and they pay $15 an hour, and this and this and this and this. And I was like, all right, have you been to either one of them? Have you turned in your resume? Blah blah blah. Well, I'm only going to apply to Starbucks. I was like, how come? Well, because they pay $15 an hour. Are they hiring? Well, they just said that they'll let me know. Okay. What, did you apply to the other place? No, because they only pay $14 an hour. And I'm like, okay, so you're going to not apply to the one that pays $14 an hour that happens to be hiring, but you're going to apply for the one that says $15 an hour, but you don't know if they're hiring or not. They just will keep your resume and let you know if and when they want to talk to you. Yeah. So you would rather have a chance at $15 an hour than actually make $14 an hour. Do you see the difference? 0 versus 14. Work versus we'll see. So for real people who have to pay their bills, who don't have to sit around and not do anything or let their parents pay for them or the government pay for their well-being, then it just is one of those things that kind of just like, you know, I don't have sympathy, but obviously they don't need sympathy. They need more like a kick in the ass. But that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, there's some people who have reasons for not working, but a lot of young people have this mentality that is like, nope, I'm going to wait for that $15 an hour job. I deserve to get paid more, even though I have done nothing to deserve it. I didn't get paid $15 an hour tonight. Crap, I barely got paid over $10 an hour tonight. And I'm happy that I got the 86 that I got, because you know what I didn't have before I started tonight? I didn't have $86, right? If in fact that's what I made. I think that's what it said. I can't remember anymore, but I think it was 86. But $86 is $86 that I didn't have. It's $86 that's going to go towards gas and maintenance and insurance and whatever else I have to pay. It's going to go, oh, look, somebody left me $2. Well, that was nice of them. Who was it? Was that from earlier? Or is that... Oh, I'm not going to be able to see. It's not going to take it to it. I hate it when it does that. I got a text message. A customer. I hope I didn't run a red light. A customer added a $2 tip on your Taco Bell. Thank you, people that I drove way out there in the middle of nowhere. I appreciate that. So that was nice, even though it's $2, but it's probably more than $2 that they don't really have. But that is very nice of them to do that, especially when they didn't leave a tip at all. So I do appreciate it. I know some of these people, they do this. I mean, they got cars sitting in their driveway. They should be going to get their food and not paying DoorDash rates. But that is a different story as well. But they also had a bunch of little kids running around in there, and to pile up all your kids when they're supposed to be in bed at 11 o'clock at night, probably be DoorDashing or going to buy groceries and not Taco Bell for yourself. And not spending all that money on Taco Bell. Anyway, that's a little side note that people might take into consideration. Is your money will go a lot further if you spend it on groceries than you do on a fast food. But that also means that you have to fix food, you know. And I can't say anything because I ate a Kentucky Fried Chicken tonight for $7. $7. Alright, I'm going to end this thing. I'm going to say thank you if anybody's watching the end of this thing. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're subscribed. If not, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button by now, and it helps with the algorithm. Just to put it out in front of more people. So anyway, thank you. Have a good night. Enjoy, and we will catch you at a later time. Bye.